it's Anya here, and I'm back with another video for Ophelia Talks Crochet. And this is the 8th video in the Odyssey Mosaic Blanket series. Below this video, in the description box, you will find the link to go to my blog on my website, opheliatalkscrochet.com, and there you will find the written pattern for this video, as well as the chart for this part of the blanket. So make sure you locate the row you are on, keep careful track of your rows, and today we are starting at row 171. In this video, I will tell you exactly what you need to do for the whole of week 5. This time, there will only be one video for the week, as some of the designs we have already done before and they are coming back. So locate the playlist so you can watch the videos in order as you work through the blanket. Now here in the videos, I'm doing a sampler size. I am not doing all the rows like you are doing. So make sure once again that you are ready for week 5 before you continue with this video. So week 4, we will end in one of these designs, a boxes design. And week 5 will be this here. Now, up to here, of course, because we are going to work all the way up to the last row of the blanket. And the next video, we will do the border. Okay, so to start with, yes, you're not going to like me. Once again, I am going to tell you your homework because we have had this design before. Then we will do the main design for this week, which I will tell you how to do that in a moment in this video. And then, of course, here we have another bit that's going to be repeated, same as this one. This one we know as well, and then we have to end in a special row. So make sure you come back to me after you have done all your rows for the body of the blanket to do that last row ready for the border. Let me first of all tell you that for this week, you are going to get started by doing a number of row 4s between these two designs. So row 171, 172, 173, 174, 175, and 176 are all going to be row 4s. Then we are going to do this design here, and we have done this design before, and that was in week 1. So if you want to see the video of this again, you will have to go back to video 1, and it is row 15, 16 and 17 there. So row 177 is row 15, row 178 is row 16, and row 179 is row 17. Then, when you have established this design, yet again we are going to do a number of row 4s, and this time that will be row 180, 181, 182 and 183. So once again, those will be row 4s, and then we will be ready for the main design here of this week. So I am going to consider this cream row here as my row 183. So then let's get started on the design. So I am ready here with my bee color because the row is grey. So, and this time as well, it has a bee in the first stitch. So that means berry, of course. So 184, I'm going to get started to do my first single crochet of the row. Of course, that's just attaching for the border, a chain 1. There we go. So we're making our border boxes still along the side. And we are going to get started by doing 6 single crochets, back loop only, in the first 6 stitches. So I'm skipping my chain 1 here. This is my first single crochet of my mosaic design. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I hope you didn't mind me counting in different languages last time. And then we are going to do a repeat, of course, because we always try to find a repeat in our rows, and this time the repeat starts with 1 double crochet in the front loop only. So in the next stitch here, we're going to make sure we place a double crochet. There we go. And then we are going to do 5 single crochets in the back loop only. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then we do a double crochet front loop only in the next stitch. And then after that we're going to do a single crochet back loop only in the next 7 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And so this is our repeat. So you do 1 double crochet front loop only, 5 single crochets, 1 double crochet, 7. So 1, 5, 1, 7. And that's how you will continue. So I will see you at the end of the row. So I'm now at the end of the row, I'm at the end of my repeat, but of course I'm not at the end of my row. I have some stitches to do, so I'm just going to get started again with doing my repeat. So 1 double crochet in the front loop only, and then of course we do our 5 because that was the 5 that we had to do first. 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then do I have, yeah, I have another space for another front loop double crochet. There we go. Then we chain 1 and we do our single crochet for the border. So for row 185 we're back to the cream, to the A color, and we're going to get started with the stitches for that border box. There we go. And then we're going to get started straight away with our repeat. So we start with 1 single crochet back loop only in the first 5 stitches. So making sure I'm skipping my chain there. This is my first stitch. Yeah, I'm doing 5 single crochets back loop only. 4 and 5. And then here we're going to place a front loop double crochet, a single crochet back loop only, and a front loop double crochet. There we go. Then we have 3 single crochets back loop only to do. 1, 2 and 3, and then we do, yeah, a double crochet front loop only, single crochet and a double crochet. Voila. And this, in fact, is your repeat. So now you're doing 5, then you do this little configuration, 3 configuration. Okay? And in fact, this again is one of those rows where it is almost easier just to do it by eye, because you know you're going to have to place a double crochet in front and a double crochet behind or after the double crochet that is already there. Look. Okay, so make sure you do that and make sure you keep an eye on the pattern at the same time as well. I will see you at the end of the row. I've now done my last repeat, but obviously I am not yet at the end of my row, but I'm just going to start my repeat again. And really, you know by now that you should just keep on repeating the repeat until you run out of stitches. Of course, in the pattern it does tell you what you need to do as extra stitches after your last repeat ended. So we do the 5, we do our configuration here of our double crochets, then you do the 3, And of course you can see it in your chart as well. And then here, of course, yes, we are doing a double crochet, single crochet, and that is the end of our stitches for the mosaic design. And then you chain one and single crochet in that last stitch. There we go. So back to our berry colour for row 186. I'm going to get started with the usual single crochet, chain one, and then we do a double crochet front loop only to get started. So let's see which one it is that we have to use. There we go. Voila. And now our repeat starts. So we're going to do one single crochet back loop only in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2 and 3. And then we're going to do a double crochet front loop only in the next stitch, a single crochet in the next stitch, and a double crochet in the next stitch. There we go. And then we are already back to doing the 3 single crochets back loop only. And don't get this wrong here, because this is not a logical look here. We are doing alternate designs, so it will look a little bit different from this one to this one. So that's why, of course, we're not putting a double crochet there. And now here we are going to do that. So we continue our repeat with a double crochet front loop, single crochet back loop, double crochet front loop, single crochet back loop, and here we do a double crochet in the front loop. Okay, so we do 2 and then here we do 3. So make sure you don't get that confused. And in fact, this is our repeat. So you start with 3 single crochets, then you do the 2 configuration, 3, and then the 3 configuration. So this row you will need to just pay attention to make sure you're doing the correct thing. I will see you at the end of the row. So I'm at the end of row 186. As you can see, I've still got some stitches left. I'm at the end of my last full repeat. So I'm just going to keep on going now, because obviously you just repeat your repeat until you can't do it anymore. So here I've done my 3 single crochets in a row. Now I am doing my configuration of 2 double crochets, and then I'm doing my 3 single crochets in a row. And then here I am going to start my configuration of 3 double crochets, but of course I'm going to run out of stitches. So I'm just going to go until I run out of stitches. And so here a chain 1 and a single crochet in the last stitch for the box for the border. Back to the cream. Row 187. Get started in your first stitch there, chain 1, and this time once again we are going to get started with the repeat straight away. So we are doing 1 single crochet in the first stitch, there we go, and then we're doing double crochets front loop only in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2 and 3. There we go. And then we're going to do a single crochet in the next stitch, then a double crochet in the next stitch, a single crochet in the next stitch, and a double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So into this one here, 1, 2 and 3, and then single crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next one, and a double crochet in the next one. There we go, and this is your repeat. So we start with a single crochet, then 3 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 3 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 1, and then back to doing our repeat. So this time there's quite a lot of double crochets, front loop only, next to each other almost, you know, so 3 next to each other, and then we move on to the next location. And once again, it does also work by eye, this one, but still make sure you're keeping an eye on everything. I will see you at the end of the row. And then here I've made it to the end of the row. So of course I'm just going to continue my repeat. So 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. One single crochet, 1 double crochet on its own here, then a single crochet, then a double crochet in the next 3 stitches, then again here, single crochet, double crochet, and to finish we're going to put a single crochet there, voila. Then we chain 1 and we do the single crochet for our box. There we go. So this is where we're at now. So now we're doing row 188, and in fact it is the same row as row 186. So in a way you could copy that row, but I'm just going to show you again as well. So there we go. We are going to get started with our bee color, our berry. There we are, voila. And now we're going to copy this row here. So in a way it's quite easy if we do that, but we are going to get started by doing 1 double crochet in the front loop only in the first stitch, and then our repeat starts of doing 3 single crochet back loop onlys. There we go, 1, 2 and 3, then a double crochet, front loop only, voila, then a single crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, and a single crochet in the next 3 stitches, then a double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet, double crochet, a single crochet and a double crochet. And this here is our repeat, but of course here you can see that you're actually placing a double crochet on top of every double crochet that you see here, and of course you get there by doing your single crochets in the back loop only. So hopefully this will make this row a little bit easier. So start again with the repeat. So you'll just have to go back to row 186 to find the instructions for this row of row 188. And of course towards the end of the row you just keep on going with your repeat, and then you will eventually run out of stitches. There we go, voila. So back to the cream for row 189, and I'm going to get started here. Voila, and we're going to get started straight away with our repeat. So in the first 3 stitches we're going to place a single crochet, back loop only, then a double crochet, front loop only in the next stitch, then a single crochet, double crochet, and a single crochet in the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then we are going to do a double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, and that is our repeat. So 3, then 2, then 5, and then 2. So this time we're doing 2 double crochets configuration everywhere, but in between we're doing a different amount of single crochets. 5, so let's have a look, see, there we go. And I will see you at the end of the row. So I've made it to the end of my repeat, but not the end of my stitches. So here I am now doing the 3 single crochets, and then we do the double crochet, single crochet, double crochet configuration, and then I'm doing 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then here, yeah, I start my configuration for those 2, but of course I run out of stitches. There we go. And then we chain 1 and we do our last single crochet. There we go. So for row 190 we're going back to the berry, so let's get going on that one. So we do our single crochet, chain 1. So we're going to get started with doing 1 single crochet in the first 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. There we go. And now our repeat starts. So we do 1 double crochet in the front loop only in the next stitch, and then a single crochet in the next 7 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then we do a front loop double crochet, and then we do a single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and this is your repeat. So 1 double crochet, 7, 1 double crochet, 5. I will see you at the end of the row. So I've just finished my repeat. That means I did 5 single crochets there. So now the repeat starts again, because of course I haven't reached the end of my stitches yet. So I'm going to do a double crochet, front loop only, and then 7 single crochets, back loop only. How many have I got? 2, 4, 6, 7. Here we go. And then I do a double crochet there. And now I have run out of stitches, chain 1 and that last single crochet. There we go. Voila. So that was row 190. So now there is some more homework to do. So you're going to have to do some row 4s. Row 191, 192, 193 and 194 are going to be row 4s. Then we're going to do this design again, and we did that at the beginning of this week as well, so you probably remember that. And of course this is one from week 1, so video 1 is the one that you need to go to see this as well. So 195 is row 15, 196 is row 16, and row 197 is row 17. Then once you have completed this design, we're going to do another set of row 4s. So row 198, 199, 200, 201, 202 and 203. We're going to do row 4s. Then we do another set of this repeat. So 204 will be then row 8, and we know row 8, don't we? Because we've done it before. Then we are going to have to end our blanket by doing another couple of row 4s. So you're going to do row 205 and row 206 as a row 4. And here in my sampler, I am now going to get started on doing row 207. And row 207 is a row 4. So it is in my A color in cream. So I'm just going to get started to do row 207 as a row 4. And at the end of row 207, you're going to come back to me. Please do not cut off your yarn, because this is a row that we now have to do for our border, which is not part of our mosaic design. Just like in the beginning, we started with one turn, and we're going to do the same thing here as well. So make sure you come back to me at the end of row 207 with your yarn still attached. So I've just made it to the end of my row. I'm going to chain 1 and do my single crochet for the border, of course. Now we're going to get started on row 208, and 208 is a repeat of row 2, and if you look in your chart you can see the symbols there. So we're going to get started by chaining 1. We are going to turn, and then you see a tilted square. That means a half double crochet. So you're going to yarn over into the very first stitch, so that single crochet that you just did, and you're going to place a half double crochet in there. Then you chain 1, skip 1, so that means you're skipping the chain 1 from the box, and then here in that first single crochet you're going to place a half double crochet. So there we go. And we chain 1, skip 1, let me see, and into the next one for a half double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, half double crochet. There we go. And so we're making boxes, and that is what we are going to do all along this row. And so here you should end your row in a half double crochet, and then of course we chain 1, and then we do one more half double crochet into that last single crochet there to make the box for the corner of our border. So there we go. So that is the whole of our blanket. So now we turn it over again, and you will have all your mosaic designs in the middle of your blanket, and you will have on all the rows, you will have a tiny little box. Can you see the boxes? Can you see them? And you will have boxes here, boxes on this side, and of course the boxes that we did to get started with. And this is of course what you're going to need for next video, because video 9 and video 10 is going to be all about the border for our blanket. So I will see you in the next video to make the front of our border, and then I will see you in the video after that to make the back of our border and to join both the borders. So I hope you are still having fun doing your mosaic blanket. I hope you have enjoyed your Odyssey all the way up to now. Make sure you post a picture of your progress in the Facebook group Ophelia Talks Crochet, and I will see you in the next video to finish the blanket with a lovely border. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!